Josh and Caleb.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're not in my library today. We are outside. Wet Movie One did a video about his favorite YouTubers, and that was weeks back. So I thought, hey, I've met a lot of YouTubers. I could do a video about that. So here we are. We're going to do a video about just that. YouTubers I've met, YouTubers I like to watch. So let's jump right in. The first YouTubers we ever met were the AMC Movie Talk crew, which, if you don't know what that is, it's been off there for years. But we watched them, and around their end of their first year together, they said, hey, we're going to do a show in Atlanta. If any of you guys live close, drive up and you can be a part of the show. Me and Caleb did just that. We got tickets, we drove up, we were a few hours early, so we ate there. Anyway, John Campea created that show. He now has his own channel, but a nice Canadian kid, really cool. He went from AMC to Collider to his own channel, but really cool guy, still watch his channel. Then Amy Rose was really nice. She has directed her own documentary now. She left AMC years ago. Then Dennis, really cool guy. He is in charge of Collider now. And then John Schnapp, who some of you guys might know as the director of The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, which is a great documentary. He was doing scenes for that during this time, meeting Tim Burton and Kevin Smith, etc. He has since passed on, so rest in peace, John. But he was so cool. Like I said, we got there a couple hours early. We were eating there, and he is so tall. He's like 6'5" or something. He's coming up the elevator, and we're like, hey, we're here for the movie talk. He's like, oh, cool. Hey, I've never been to the Lego store. You guys want to go to the Lego store? So, yeah, we did. Got a picture there, and spent a couple hours with Schnapp, talking about, you know, at this point it was known he was doing the documentary, and he had already filmed scenes with Tim Burton, so as a Tim Burton guy, I had to talk to him about that. So we talked about that for, a while. It was probably 40 minutes or so. Then we talked to Amy Rose a little bit, gave us some candy, and then we did the show.
Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to AMC Movie Talk, coming from Atlanta, Georgia. How you doing, guys?
Then AMC became Collider Movie Talk, and we met those guys at Star Wars Celebration in Orlando. Ken Knapsack, who would become the Star Wars champion the next day. I called it. Then Mark Ellis and Christian Harloff, who some of you might know from Schmoes Know, and the Schmodown, which is a great movie trivia mixed with wrestling elements. Really cool. It's a great show. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Then Perry Nimroff, she also produced a horror film called Child Eater. Cool film. So I brought that up and she signed it for me. And Jeremy Johns, some of you might know as a film critic. He has his own YouTube channel. But for about a year or so, he was at Collider on staff there as a panelist, and he had his own show. So that was cool to meet him. I knew him before. Alright, next is we went to Chicago and Philadelphia years back, like 5 or 6 years ago, and we met Screen Junkies, the group there. Dan Merle, he has his own channel now, and he's also a Schmodown movie trivia Schmodown champion. He's a goat horseman. Anyway, really cool to meet him. Met him twice. And then Andy Signor, who left Screen, he created Screen Junkies, Us Trailers, Movie Fights. He had to leave, but he now has his own channel. It was cool meeting those guys. They talked. The first one was just kind of random. I didn't know who they were. Then by the next time I met them, which was a couple months later, I knew who they were, and they had a meet and greet in this huge room. There was hundreds of us there, and so it was cool meeting them. So we'll do some YouTubers I met at Disneyland. Now, I'm trying to keep them in order, but like people I met at Disney World kind of coincide, so I'm just going to do Disneyland first, and then we'll get to Disney World a little later. Alright, first is Diz Unplugged, which is a Disney news show in Orlando. I don't really watch them. Caleb really likes them, so he obviously recognized them and wanted to get a picture, so I'm like, hey, I'll get a picture with him, why not? But I don't really watch them. Then Tula Reds, two sisters who have their own YouTube channel, but they're mainly on Instagram. It was cool meeting them. Really nice girls. Magical Journeys, who do like food reviews type things. Really nice couple. It's cool meeting them. Then we met Justin Scard, who I did know before. And we were going in, it was our first day ever at Disneyland. And we're walking through Adventureland, and we see we're like, Justin! He comes over, we get a picture. So cool. He talked to us for a while. He was in a rock band early on, like most YouTubers we know, Adam, CS, etc. So he'd actually been to Macon, Georgia before, so we talked about that for a while. Really cool guy. He's best buddies with Adam, as most of you guys know. So that was cool meeting him. Then we met Fresh Baked. We met them twice. Really cool guys. They do construction updates, ride history, etc. Really cool guys. Ian, Dave, and Sarah, right? Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. She has since left the group because she has kids and, you know, wants time on her own, etc. But Dave and Ian are still there. Cool guys. We met them on both trips, both Disneyland trips. Really cool guys. So yeah. Alright, on to the next thing. Next is Disney World. People we have met at Disney World over the years. I saved this for last because it'll probably take up the longest time. But first, and the first is obviously Adam the Woo. I've met him 3 times now. Really cool guy. So nice. He's a Disney legend. For his earlier days, you know, going to River Country, etc. Really love his channel. Met him 2 times before, and then we went to a DVC party with him this last trip. I'll talk about that a little later. Next is Tim Tracker, who I've met 2 times. First was at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas party. We were there a little early before our parents, and we were waiting for, we had a fast pass for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and we're standing there. I look over, and there's Tim Tracker just standing there. He was talking to another fan, so we waited until they talked, and then ran over, got a picture with him. Such a cool guy. Would like to meet Jen someday, maybe. She doesn't go to the parks as much now, obviously, because they have a little one. But really cool meeting Tim. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Speaking of favorite YouTubers, I can't believe I've talked this long, but Cinemasickness. A lot of you are subscribed to me because of Cinemasickness. That's okay. Don't hold it against you. But we met him, has it been 4 years? I think it's been over 4 years, actually. We met him at Epcot in front of Soarin'. We gave him a gift, 2 beta. And we just connected. I mean, have you ever met someone and you're like, wow, I really like that guy. We connect. Yeah, it was like that. We all love the Disney parks. And we met up a few more trips after that. But then he came early and stayed with us. Oh, that was an adventure. And we went to the Grand Floridian. We've all told this story many times. And this drunk guy kept interrupting his video. So then security got involved, and they're like, hey, you know, they were predicting this drunk guy. Anyway, so we're like, whatever, we'll just leave. So we start walking, and the security guard follows us for a while. Anyway, good times. But he's since come down to our home, and we've thrifted together. We went to Pennsylvania, went to Jake's and Pam's, the movie dome. Anyway, he's such an awesome friend. I believe I can say that. He's a friend. I don't know what else to say. And this last trip was just amazing. One of the best trips I've ever been a part of. So much fun. We met so many YouTubers because of Dave. Let's go! We are all checked in to Pop Century, and we're heading over to Magic Kingdom. Are we excited?
Wait, should I use the same joke? Should I it's not a... No, I'm joking. I just use the same joke in both your videos, and then it'll just look ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I can't wait. On a mansion.
Yeah.
Pass.
Let's do it. Woo!
Dance movement.
Tower chair. Tower, 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 tower,
Tower America.
Gosh. Do you even Disney, bro?
Actually, the DVC party.
Make way for the Bolivia. Everyone's saying Harbor House.
I don't eat seafood.
I don't eat seafood either. But I'm saying Harbor House.
What else do they have there? I can go.
We met Adam again. Road of Micah, really cool guy. I probably talked to him the most out of anybody. Really cool guy. Cool meeting him. And Jamie, obviously. Alright, roll the clip. Yeah. She was super nice though. We got to cut the line because her and Micah's wife both have some sort of thing. I believe Jamie had back surgery and I forget what, but we got to skip the line and meet Meg and Hercules and some cool characters that way. But so cool hanging out with all those guys. It was so you're like, I'm with Adam the Woo. I'm hanging out with Road of Micah. I'm with Cinemasickness. I mean, it was the whole night. I'm like, wow, this is so surreal. Obviously, Dave is a friend, but so cool hanging out with Micah and Adam. Talking Disneyland. Because we've been there, you know, with Adam. And Micah's been there. So, yeah, we got to talk about that. Anyway, it was such a surreal night. I couldn't believe it was happening the whole entire time. Got a picture together. And, yeah. So, Dave, you're the man. Thanks for making that night happen. It was so magical. And like 2 or 3 days later, we went to Disney Springs and hung out with some other YouTubers. Tampa J is a guy I really connected with. We talked about all sorts of things. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy hanging out with the other guys, but he was one I talked to the most. We actually went to Disney World, our first trip at the same time, 93. So that's cool. Anyway, and Spore and Ryan, really cool guy. We actually saw him the next day at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So that's cool. Adventures with George, cool guy. Didn't really get to talk to him a whole lot. Oh, Dre's World, really cool guy. We hung out with him a few times. He does the kites for Epcot Forever, the fireworks show. Really cool. We got to see his show with him, which was insane. And we got to go in the little VIP area because he works on the show. So that was cool. He hung out with us at the lounge, DVC lounge, and then he met us that night at Disney Springs. Really cool guy. So the whole trip was amazing with CS. Can't wait to do it again once the parks reopen, obviously. But I'm going to end with some of my favorite YouTubers I like to watch. Who I have not met. I would like to meet them someday. Super Enthused, who I actually saw at the opening day of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We talked to Adam, Micah, and Jamie for a little while, then they walked off, and Adam met Super Enthused was there. I didn't get to talk to her. Anyway, I'd like to meet her someday. She has an awesome channel. Rally Roots, they're a couple in Florida who do thrifting. They resell stuff. Really cool group. Would like to meet them someday. Mr. Beast, obviously. Who wouldn't want to meet him? So awesome. Then Coolduder, I would like to meet him. Wet Movie 1, would also like to meet him. Angry Video Game Nerd, James Rolfe, love to meet him. CS has met him a few times. The CS crew, Rick, Down to Movie, would like to meet. Joe, Megapotastic, I would like to meet. Booth Babe Greg, even though you don't have a YouTube channel. You'll get there. Martinez Joe, who is also part of the crew, and Marie, to meet them. Awesome guys. They comment on my posts, on my videos. Cool group. Go check out their channel. I believe that's it. Have my notes here, because there's a lot of people. Anyway, done with that. Yeah, that's the video. We're over 20 minutes now, so that's cool. But yeah, I've had this idea for a while. Then when Wet Movie 1 posted that, I'm like, hey, I should film that. And I'm like, 8 weeks ahead. Hope you guys have been enjoying the Disney trip videos. Really enjoyed filming them. Share with a friend. New videos coming soon, as always. Hopefully we'll hit some Dollar Trees, Walmart, who knows. Some collection within my collection videos, of course. Until then, I'm Josh, and if I don't see you at Walmart, I'll see you at the movies once they reopen. Bye. Whew. Forgot to mention that the other YouTubers I met on the last trip, Mickey Views. I don't know how I forgot him. Met him twice this trip. Really cool guys from Atlanta. Love his channel. Then Mr. Cheesy Pop I met at the opening of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Rob Plays, who does cool Disney history videos, and Jess Medley, who has an awesome channel. She performs at the Disney Junior show. That's where I saw her. Really cool. Yeah, can't believe I forgot those people. So yeah, now that's the end of the video.